a sign to light up, yeah. And your heart is out of sight. I just wanna feel mine. Hey you, I'm gonna be the one for another one. Hey you, maybe then you'll know that I was never one. I don't wanna see you, I don't wanna fear you tonight. You don't wanna know me, you just wanna make sure you're right. I'm gonna be the one for another one. Maybe then you'll know that I was never one. I'm gonna be the one for another one. I don't wanna feel you tonight. Got me. Got me. Can I hear you? Got me. Got me. Can I hear you? I don't wanna call you, I don't wanna know what you think. I'm the one you go to whenever you feel like you're about to sink. I don't wanna just forget you, but I wanna be fine. I'll be waiting for a sign to light up, yeah. And your heart is out of sight. I just wanna feel mine. Hey you, I could become the one for another one. Hey you, maybe then you'll know that I was never one. I'm gonna be the one for another one. Maybe then you'll know that I was never one. I'm gonna be the one for another one. I don't wanna fear you tonight. Got me. Got me. Yeah, me, got me, got me. Can I hear you? Got me. I don't wanna see you, I don't wanna hear you tonight. I don't wanna fight you, you don't wanna know if I feel alright. Seeing monsters at your window. No, you can't sleep, you pretend though. You don't have to play the hero. 'Cause I got you like you got me. When the earth shakes, when the bombs scream, until our last breath, every heartbeat. You know I'll come running. You go to war, then I'm going with you.
talking tips, violence, or both? Locked and loaded.
I found a picture we took many years ago. When I said to you we would never grow. Messages I've saved that I never sent, 'cause I don't know you, but I used to back then. I remember that I was drunk out my mind when we kissed for the first time. In the back of your car we passed out counting stars. Promised all these years we'd pack our things and disappear. I never thought I would see you here after all this time.
Found yourself a way out of this small town. Got a place at school you didn't hang around. Every day you're far away, these streets don't feel the same. Everywhere is painted with your name. I remember that I was drunk out my mind when we kissed for the first time. In the back of your car we passed out counting stars. Promised all these years we'd pack our things and disappear. I never thought I would see you here after all this time. I remember that I was drunk out my mind when we kissed for the first time. In the back of your car we passed out counting stars. Promised all these years we'd pack our things and disappear.
I never thought I would see you here.
Try to replace you with somebody out there.
If I didn't chase you, would you even care?
And if I lost my mind, would you come around? I will keep you safe and sound after all this time.
to protect your soul.
Whispered promises straight to my heart. I'd never noticed, but you were never there, you were never there. Hey, you gave me roses, set me apart. All I feel was bliss, but you were never there, you were never. I want us to be what we used to be this night. Baby, just another fight, but you don't wanna see me cry. There is no way that it's never going there. I think it better and I swear I'll follow you no matter where. Think it better when I swear. Follow you no matter where. Think it better when I swear. Follow you no matter where. Down in empty streets, looking for joy. I don't wanna admit I'm better on my own, better on my own. You say we're not meant for each other. I'm not sure of this. I won't give up on this, I won't give up. Cause I don't wanna be, hey, like the wanna flee, like the wanna leave. I never surrender, but ever remember my lover. Did you give up on me? Have you never learned a lesson? Sorry, I will never be, even if you're the one you wanna see. Think it better go someplace I don't know, cause I got your picture on my mind. I want us to be what we used to be this night. Baby, just another fight, but you don't wanna see me cry. There is no way that it's never going there. I think it better and I swear I'll follow you no matter where. Think it better when I swear. Follow you no matter where. Think it better when I swear. Follow you no matter where. Gone somewhere and dyed my hair. Now wanna be alone. It's much to bear and you don't care, and I won't play alone. I got you in my sight. I keep all the words you said to me. I get you, get you, get you, get you on your knees. Rewrite all the things you said that I should be. I'll get you, get you, get you. Now you'll beg me, please. Hey. Now I stay away. You were never meant to save me. Now I stay away. I don't hear you say you're sorry.
Hello everyone, welcome back. Finally, we are into game 2 of the match between True Strike and Generation of Miracles. So sorry for the long wait, guys, but we are finally here. We are finally ready to get started with the draft phase. Both teams are going to be now drafting out their heroes, and we just saw GOM taking an insane victory over Tail Esports. So they are definitely feeling their best. So that's going to be pretty good. Hold on, guys. We'll just be right back. Small technical issue.
against your skin. Cause honestly, let's hold our breath. This is so real. Just you and me, let's escape, girl, tonight. Careful with your pretty eyes and run with me, yeah. Cause you and I are a secret. Feel my drift against your skin. Cause honestly, let's hold our breath. This is so real. Just you and me, let's escape, girl, tonight.
Fill me out with your smile. Now the sunshine brings the light. Fill me out with a flame. I will let you in this game. Take me out when I'm down. 'Cause with you I'm safe and sound. 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 I'm safe and
So sorry about that, guys. It was a small issue, and so we just quickly had to rectify that. But we are back properly. We are into the draft phase of the game. We have True Strike versus GOM. And small information is that there was a bit of a delay from True Strike for one of their players to ready up, so they will start with reduced reserve time as a penalty. So if anyone's wondering about that, that is why they have only 20 seconds. And now in the drafting phase, we look at the bans coming out from the teams. Now, Warlock being prioritized as a ban, definitely a very, very pesky hero. We saw the amount of damage that can come out with this Warlock in the game. And honestly, the Warlock Gyrocopter combination has been insane. They have started showing what their true colors are, what their strategies are, and these strategies have been working for them. So, True Strike is not going to take any chances, and they do take out these heroes. And Generation of Miracles focusing on some support bans. And we did see that the first pick Luna was punished. So now Generation of Miracles picking up their favorite Mars. I think in the beginning of the tournament also, this was the team that always loved picking up Mars. So now probably the teams are going to be a little bit more careful about, starting off their drafts maybe with a carry hero against stronger teams. So they're not going to underestimate the power of any team here. So they do go for the clockwork on the side of True Strike against the Mars pick. Some of the more annoying heroes, which Mars really doesn't like playing against, like the Pangolier, DOTA, being banged out. The supports that we were talking about in the previous game as well that have a really good synergy with Mars, like the Willow, Snapfire, Phoenix, are still in the pool. And we can even consider Lich maybe. So we'll have to see. True Strike has to be very quick because they will not get any extra time. They have a limited reserve time. So we'll have to draft and think about their picks as soon as possible with the time that they have. GOM banning out the Lina, interestingly. And True Strike will take out the Gyrocopter as well. These are basically respect bans for their entire draft, we can say, because GOM won with that Puck, Warlock, and Gyrocopter just now. So having 3 of your heroes banned based on one draft is like pretty good. And they will go for the Luna pick. Alright. They were like, okay, that draft worked out against the Luna. So this time we will secure the clockwork and ban out these heroes. So Luna is still such a huge value pick for teams, and Generation of Miracles, will they prove yet again that they have the answer to deal with this Luna and just discourage any teams from picking it against them? We'll have to see how they're going to perform. I mean, if they have cracked the code on Luna and are going to stop her win streak on this tournament, I'm ready to see it. So GOM, obviously going for one of the supports that we were talking about, goes for the Snapfire. Now, Snapper, obviously, amazing hero, dishes out so much damage, is amazing in the lane, has the cookie in, the mini blink for any hero, good at nuking down anyone with the scatter blast, also has the shredder to dish out insane right click damages, and is good at dealing with the cogs as well. Because of the shredder, and can be safely back and go for those annoying kisses coming out from Mortimer. And they do go for the Lich as well. So as I was saying, the Lich, such a good hero, has good synergy in the arena. You get them, the Chain Frost and the Shield doing so much. And if he gets the Shard, the Sphere as well, can be very annoying to deal with. So instantly, True Strike go for the Hoodwink and the Dawnbreaker. I think that's a very interesting pick coming from True Strike. Dawnbreaker can be one of the options to counter this Mars arena, but we have to remember that Dawn will not have vision into the arena, given that he will go for the facet that prevents the allies from seeing whoever is arena'd inside. So we'll have to see how they're going to play this. They have 2 AoE spells, but without vision in an arena, probably they'll get it with the rocket flare, so that makes sense. So that's why they went for the clockwork. They will rocket flare in. Once they get the vision, they will use these combos. So, that is really smart. So they have thought about this on True Strike. So they are definitely making a well calculated draft. And Generation of Miracles will this time pick up the co-op. They were able to shut down the previous game, but they know the power of this Queen of Pain. So they will take her since she was not banned out. And now the mid matchups will be banned so that it becomes easier for the Queen of Pain. One of the more annoying heroes right now can be Husker. We have seen this very early in the tournament. Queen of Pain has a horrible time against Husker, and there's no really strong stun or anything in place to shut down the Husker. Probably Mortimer Kisses can help, but we'll have to see. They go for the Alchemist as their carry. So Generation of Miracles completing their draft and giving that last pick reveal. Alchemist with the burn, but will True Strike think about going for a Husker here? Good for the mid lane, can snowball, will not give time for an Alchemist. They can end the game early. It can be a bit of a risky pick. They have only 20 seconds on their reserve time, so we will have to see. What is another good mid? Void Spirit Band, Lina Band. Okay, go for the Amber Spirit. Alright. So that wraps up the draft from both the teams. We have Ember as the last pick, and we have Generation of Miracles with the Alchemist. So very interesting draft. Honestly, I'm a little bit in the favor of GOM's draft, but there is potential on the side of True Strike, provided that the Luna is not shut down and Quap is not snowballing. So I think early game and late game has been covered from Generation of Miracles, but I'm not too sure about True Strike. Because if their mid and carry get shut down, I don't really see a possibility of them having a longer game. Let's see how it goes. Drafts are completed, and I think we might not directly get into the game here, guys. There's going to be a small check. I will let you know what's going to happen, so just stay tuned. Alright, guys. So remember how I told you there was one True Strike player they were waiting on, which resulted in the penalty for their reserve time. So that's what's happening here. So we need to wait for the final player of True Strike to come. They have been penalized. The draft is just completed in interest of time. So we're just gonna wait, and we will get back to you. The game will be the same draft, same everything. Just get into the game once the players are ready. So we will be right back. Stay tuned and enjoy some nice vibe music while we set everything up. Guys, finally we are into game two of the day. True Strike versus GOM. It's finally started after everything, guys. All players are ready. They are smoked. They are moving in. Good luck, have fun has been dropped. They are trying for the friendly gaming. So let's just enjoy the game now. We've been waiting for so long. Let's have some good action from these teams. Ember did go up to ward, but his smoke got broken, so he's now gonna place it. Smoke's broken on both sides. Teams are ready, itching for a game. They have a very defensive ward on the side of Radiant. Scouting this out. I don't think the sentry is going to clip it, so they will place the observer as well. Both teams are looking for a fight. They will probably start around the 15-minute mark. Pop looking for some aggressive plays. They are going to ping out that ward. They have a nice ward here on the side of True Strike, so they did ping out that movement. Looking for the aggression, but not going to be really able to do much on this Snapfire. It's going to be okay. Middle lane. Quaff is getting her her block. But Ember was a little bit late. Will he be able to get something favorable for himself? He's doing decent, but since Queen of Pain got a little bit earlier, gonna do good. He will dodge the projectile of that first spell, Shadow Strike. He's gonna do okay. So now Ember versus Pop going on. Both heroes have good potential. Slay of Fist can dodge those projectiles from the Quap, so she has to time them pretty well. This is probably going to go a little bit more in the favor of Ember till like Queen of Pain gets more levels. He can have the sustain. So she will use the Scream, and now after the Slay of Fist is done, she will use that Scream. Harass is coming up from the Ember, uses the chains, keeps her in place, so equal amount of damage coming out from them. She uses a Fairy Fire, uses a Slay of Fist since there's more creeps. She's gonna try to get that sustain from that branch. She does not have enough mana. So Ember trying to be careful about his placement here. Both mid heroes playing at their absolute best. Gets the chain. Gets the kill onto the Quap. Very well played. He could not dodge the Shadow Strike, but still gets the kill nonetheless. The damage on this Ember Spirit. Now will be able to peacefully de-ward and get his bottle and just go back to the lane like nothing happened. Solo kill. 1 minute 30 seconds into the game. Very well played. GOM, top lane, they have pushed out this lane pretty deep into the arms of this Dawnbreaker. Ooh, bottom lane, they did take down the Snapfire with the aggression coming out from the Luna and the Clockwork. They are looking to dish out some damage to this Mars. Meanwhile, mid, Ember taking a lot of damage. His bottle hasn't reached him yet, so he has to back off. Be very careful. Level 3 Quap did not go for the blink, went for a point in the Scream. Top lane, the aggression comes out, they will be able to kill out the Alchemist. Sorry about that guys, some settings were off. Alright, we will get all the kills from now on. Ember Spirit now going back into the lane, taking a lot of harass from the Pop. She is literally ignoring the creeps, wants to bring him down, does not want him to have the sustain because she knows she's going to have a hard time. Otherwise, bottom lane, a lot of aggression coming out. Top lane, they do catch the Lich out of position and will get that kill. Mid lane, aggression coming up from the Pop. He's taking a lot of damage, has the Fairy Fire and one more bottle charge, so he's going to be okay. Relentless pressure from all lanes. Being very low in the top lane, but it's gonna be okay. Let's just TPing in. Has to be careful about his positioning. All lanes heroes going so low. Good harass coming out from the supports.
This reward
But this time, Ember will get the kill on the co-op mid solo, and now the aggression picking up on the Dawn. It's all three lanes putting the pressure on. But mid lane being the most interesting, and Ember Spirit getting solo kill on the co-op 2 times in a row. That will not feel good. He will get some regen by going for that bounty run. Bottom lane, Clockwork taking a lot of damage. He did go aggressively onto the Mars. So Snapfire trying to secure the kill. She will be able to get it. Now Luna trying to get revenge on the Snapfire. Being a bit aggressive. She does not have the Lucent Beam. So she might not be able to get it there. Meantime, Lich, top lane will fall. Great aggression coming out on all lanes. This is the second time they're killed, and now they are looking for the Alchemist. He is going to be taken down. One more hit and he will be gone. What a game coming out from the side of True Strike. The aggression is just building on and on and on. Now True Strike, bottom safe lane, playing so aggressive, literally into the tower. So Alchemist and Lich did get punished severely. Alchemist was sitting pretty high in the network mid. Ember, good surface, will be able to dodge, but will be secured finally with the co-op and the revenge tip coming out from him to the Ember with the rotation of the Snapfire. Both teams just keeping the pressure up, not giving any breathing space, but a little bit of an advantage to the side of GOM in this game. Sorry, to the side of True Strike in mid. Top lane going in the favor of GOM, and bottom as well, I think. No, bottom also to True Strike. Clockwork wanted to get some aggression onto this Mars, but he will be speared back. Queen of Pain and Ember, both level 6. There is the chain. Hoodwink, camping the haste rune, will take it, but she will just blink out on the pop. Bottom lane, Mars being focused down now with the clock, and the Luna will take too much damage, so he will fall. Snapfire will stay safely back. Get the Bushwhack onto the Lich. Hammer is there. Starbreaker going to be committed. So Dawn will take down the Lich yet again. In the lane, co-op taking so much damage. She needs this Ember to relax a little bit, but he will not. Without any backup from her support, she just cannot stand at the lane. GOM facing the fury of True Strike. Alchemist just looking to dish out some damage here to the Dawn, but she's not under any threat. She's going to finish her soul ring. So Ember Spirit having a very good lane here. But Quam does have more last hits than him. Bottom lane, again the aggression building up onto the Mars, who was just trying to defend the tower, will be punished. Snapfire had gone for the Wisdom Rune, so couldn't save him. Now Clockwork looking to go for the Snapfire, but he's going to be able to walk away. But Lich, not so lucky. Top lane getting caught out with the rotation from the Ember, is going to go down. Luna looking to TP out with the aggression coming out from this pop. Clockwork gets the kill on the Snapfire, but she will be able to TP out. So Clockwork is going to be safe. Kills all around the map. Each hero moving in each different direction. They are just playing so many different games, and there's a nice large stack on the side of True Strike for their Luna. She is a little bit behind on the last hits. The rune is not on the side, it is on the top lane. Co-op might not get lucky with this. She has vision scouting out this Hoodwink. Hoodwink is ready to click it. Oh, he will. Oh, but Co-op got the illusion rune. Now will she be punished for this? The hookshot is in. Dawnbreaker ulti also committed. Co-op punished for that aggressive greediness. Now Lich, not level 6 yet, so is going to be able to shield up, but that's all he can do for now. Dawnbreaker taking a little damage. Snapper wants to secure the kill. He will get the XP, but he will fall as well. True Strike punishing GOM for that greediness. They could not turn it around. Clockwork was 6, Hoodwink was 6. But the Lich was just level 4. So couldn't offer much there. Ember Spirit trying to TP out right in front of the co-op. No mana there. Let's look at the net worth. Alright, Alchemist had a pretty good game. He is going uncontested. So he's going to just work towards that Radiance. But Luna, sitting a bit behind on the net worth, will need to catch up. I think her Ember Spirit will be able to make space for her for this, provided that they can keep the aggression up. Queen of Pain still working on that Dagon. Oh, bottom lane, they do take down the Luna with the Snapfire and Mars Arena combo. She was bursted very quick, even Clockwork could not respond to it. Hoodwink camping for the rune again. So much damage coming out. Pop ulti could not do much. They will now get the rune, but this time Mars is there to make a play here. Ember trying to Remnant out, uses the Slayer Fist, gets out, is able to survive at that HP, but Mars is not that lucky. Will be taken down along with the Pop, along with the Lich, and along with the Snapfire. What a turnaround from the side of True Strike. What a fight, what a fight. They were almost able to kill off this Hoodwink and on Ember, but he was just able to remnant out to the high ground 2 times. This great Slayer Fist buying him so much time. GOM tried their best there, but Mars did not have the arena. Lich did not have the 6, so they couldn't do anything. But Alchemist is farming in the meantime. We just need to make space for him. Queen of Pain has been shut down quite severely. Mars just did not have a game. He got the kill on Luna just now, but he still needs to finish his entire face boots and then go for the blink. So he's gonna need some time. But let's see if True Strike will give them that. Hoodwink going for that vessel. Clockwork done with the Paris. The support's going to be playing around their strongest hero right now, which is the Ember. Luna uses the stun. There is the shield onto the Snapfire. Hoodwink trying to use her ulti to break this, but nice jukes coming out on the side of the Snapfire, is able to sidestep that. But Ember Spirit is there with the Remnant on the backlines. Nice hearing chains, keeping them locked in. Both supports just going to be burned down by this combo. Now Mars just trying to TP out, will be able to do it. Nice lock in by the Hoodwink as well. That Acorn bounces. GOM just not being given a chance here to breathe. They are portaling over, TPing over, now looking to hunt down this Alchemist. They are smoked. They want to defend this Alch. He has his pop next to him. Dawn walking in boldly. Alchemist getting hook shotted. Dawn getting in there with the Starbreaker. Pop trying to keep them back. Arena does not connect on anyone, so now they are just going to have to back off. But the Snapper F is trying to dish out some damage here. Spear will miss, so GOM is so desperate to get something here, but they missed everything, so now they have to just back out. True Strike knows this. They are trying to turn something around here. They don't have the Eclipse. Hookshot on CD, but Ember Spirit is able to catch the Mars here, who was on the retreat. Does not have the arena, does not have the spear, so he will probably just take the fall here for his team.
Prepare for a lesson.
That was just unfortunate for the side of GOM. They knew that True Strike would be moving there. They wanted to make a play, but unfortunately, there was just a lack of synchronization between the players. So it's just unfortunate for them there. Lich just trying to get his level 6 somewhere. Just gonna hit the neutral creeps. It's already 14 minutes. Needs someone to pick up that wisdom rune for him. Luna has a Yasha completed. Was looking to pick up a rune for his team, but was nowhere in sight. They are taking the top tower in the meantime on the side of True Strike. Mage Slayer doing so much for this Ember. They are just farming on the side of GOM's jungle. Coop finally done with her day gone, so that's a little bit of solace. They are looking to make a play here. Mars does not have the blink, but just wants to run down this Dawnbreaker. She will just back off. They are looking to make a play here. They have vision on the Alchemist. The searing chains onto the co-op. The hook shot onto the Alchemist. Dawn will ulti onto the Alchemist. They will prioritize the carry kill. So no Alchemist now. Lich, who just wanted to do some damage, will get bursted. Chain Frost was used. He had his level 6 co-op. Looking to make a play here. Wanted to ulti this Ember Spirit, but he remnants out, so she will hold on to it. GOM now feeling the pressure. They know this is warded. Snapfire might get caught out, but a nice ulti coming out from the top, punishing any sort of contest on that D ward. And now Clockwork, stuck between 3 heroes, has to be careful. Will use his powers on himself. Dawnbreaker trying to keep her support alive. Kisses flying all over the map. So Clockwork will be taken down. He does have the Radiant, so he didn't get burned down there. So nice turnaround from GOM. Their Alp finally has the Radiance. So they will get some breathing space for this. Despite all the pressure, the Alchemist did get the game. They did secure his lane for himself, so he's gonna be a happy guy. Now he has to make up for his team, farm away, and make it a turnaround. Luna done with the Manta style. Or going for that Kaya. They will smoke. They know it's not warded. Gonna make a play here. Queen of Pain ulti is on cooldown. Trying to understand what their objective is here. Smoke is broken. He will arena. He will hook shot. He will burst down the Dawn. Clockwork wanted to turn this initiation. Lich will tank this aggression in the backlines. So they will get the Dawnbreaker. Mega kill though on the Luna, since she got that Lich kill. Clockwork going to try to de-ward this. They know there's a ward here. Alchemist has a blink dagger, so he will get in. He will go for the hoodwink first. Will get stunned, perma stunned on this hoodwink. Cannot make a play. Clockwork able to get out of the cog, so he's gonna be okay. They are trying to kite around. They have the Eclipse. He will bait it out. He will stun the Luna. Dawnbreaker ulti in place. Trying to catch Alchemist, but nice 4-staff saving him. Ember Spirit taking so much damage from that co-op. Scream will be pushed back and Clockwork will be taken down. Co-op going back in is rooted though with the Searing Chain. She will be able to blink out. Luna taking so much damage from the stun and the spear will be bursted. Now Dawnbreaker looking for a cleanup, trying to get some revenge kills, but Co-op is able to blink out of that. Surviving so low on her HP. And triple kill going to the Snapfire though. She got the mega kill streak of the Luna as well. Oh my goodness. That 4-star from the Snapfire. Saving the Alchemist there. What a recovery from the side of GOM. Punishing the mistakes from True Strike. They just were able to turn it around. They just needed that Radiance. They got it. Now, True Strike have to be careful. Losing that lead that they had the DT on the Ember. But GOM turning this graph around. Not letting the laning stage determine the state of the game itself. They are TPing top. Alchemist has vision on the clockwork, so he will blink in. Radiance is there. Co-op is going to use all her spells on this clockwork, so he will be bursted. Ember Spirit procs his duty, wants to make something happen. Arena onto the backlines, onto the Hoodwink. Will be bursted down. Ember wanted to make something happen, but he knows Hoodwink is dead. He can't really do anything, so he has to just walk away. GOM. Within 2 fights, just turning the game for themselves. Catching up to True Strike's lead. And it was not a normal lead. And this was all because they at least secured the lane for their Alchemist. True Strike did not really gang the Alchemist at any point. Didn't really punish his pre-farm. Though they had the lead. So now they're facing the wrath of that. He is going for BKB. He catches the Snapfire. Was moving towards the rune. He has vision. Now it will expire. She will cookie herself to safety. He has the haste rune, so he wants to secure the skill and get out. He will be probably able to do it. There is the spear in. There is the Alchemist trying to ulti. He missed it, but Dawnbreaker is there to heal. So Alchemist is a little bit greedy, but he has the Radiance, so there is a lot of miss. His ulti just came up, so he tried to get it, but could not. Now Dawn a little bit caught out here. Has to be careful. Hammer is on cooldown. She can probably use it after the star break. She will try to TP out, but cannot. Hoodwink try to catch the co-op. But they're out of there. But Dawnbreaker, at least one solid kill for them. Oof, Alchemist. Tried to blink in and stun, but the stun duration was maxed out. So he stunned himself. Could not click his ulti in time. And was bursted down. They are smoked on GOM. They want to take this Ember down. Alchemist is TPing. Ember Spirit converting this. Will they be able to catch this kill? Alchemist is probably going to stun himself. Yes. Could not reach Ember. Gonna go towards the lane. That is the TP location for the rest of their team. Jump in, spear, kept stunned. Now he will be busted. The hunt was successful. GOM get the kill on the Ember Spirit. Nice persistence from them. Now they will probably get this tower for free. Hoodwink was pushing out top. Almost got the tier 2. Top will be there to defend it. BKB is coming up on these cores now. Mars already working on his. Queen of Pain halfway through as well. Alchemist will soon have his. He doesn't have to worry about his farm rate. True Strike in the meantime. Dawn has the Echo. She's going for the pipe. I think they definitely need it against all the magic damage coming out here. Luna went for the flag tree. Now is working on the BKB. They are smoked on GOM. They want to find their next target. Probably it's going to be the Dawn. He is alone. He's not going to step forward. So he's going to be okay. Probably. They're kind of looking for the Luna actually. But she's safely farming top. $23 in, 29-16. 2k net worth lead only on the side of True Strike. GOM has been able to kind of stabilize the game. So any mistakes now can be very costly. They will look to go for the Roche. They are still pressurizing the top lane here. Okay, so sorry about that. Luna, almost done with her BKB, is going to walk up a bit. She's going to back off. She knows that she cannot see the rest of the team. They are going to establish some vision around here. Going for the Greaves on the Snapfire. There is a smoke on the side of True Strike. They're trying to catch someone unaware here. Luna also stepping in. Misses the Searing Chains onto the co-op. She will get hook shot at those. Stunned. She has the BKB, so she's going to try to ulti and blink out. Mars Arena from the low ground though. So Dawn ulti is going to be used into the arena. Lich ulti bouncing between both these cores who are caught in the center. Alchemist styling on them at this point. They cannot get close because of the chain frost. So Ember has to stay away and watch his teammates die. Now Hoodwink trying to get away, using that glimmer, trying to juke around, so she will be able to TP out. But Ember focusing down the glitch, but he has the solar crest, so he's gonna take a lot of time. He's gonna get gazed, silenced, will get the tearing, will get the what is that? Slayer Fist. Sorry, will get the Slayer Fist and secure the Lich kill. But he will be taken down. Mars was waiting near the next remnant just in case the Ember tries to escape. So really well played from the side of GOM, turning that fight around. The Lich ulti being used so well, keeping them in control. Both Dawn and Luna just caught in between it. Took so much damage from that. Alchemist with that Orchid keeping a check on the Ember. They had to overextend for that initiation. Alchemist looking to make a play here again. Clockwork is there, but is it enough? She tried to Manta dodge the stun, so he uses it afterwards. She has the BKB, but they know there's no Eclipse, so Alchemist is going to try to fight it out here, but he is broken with the Hoodwink's ulti. The Dust is there, he is Vessel, so he cannot heal up. He's trying to buy some time for himself, taking it so low. Mars was still TPing in. Nice Arena finally gets them all. Melting the DD on the co-op, doing so much. Now they're on the retreat. She wants to catch this Ember, but he's gonna be okay. This is not looking good for True Strike. They had the lead. They had the advantage. They even had the Alchemist at this fight, but as soon as the Mars joined in and the DD co-op was there, they just couldn't do anything. This is why Queen of Pain multiple times was banned, but it's just being played so much better by this GOM. Clockwork baiting out movements from the side of GOM. Very confident plays. Hook shot it away to safety to the creeps after establishing some vision here. Just scout out whether they're going to do Roche or not. Wish I was playing Clockwork like this. See guys, that aggression coming out. Confidence, even at this point in the game. They do have more kills on the side of True Strike, but the thing is, GOM has just been catching up on kills at this point. They've been static on the side of True Strike. GOM has just played it out way better. Now that they have their BKBs on, let's see, Mars Queen of Pain. It's going up pretty good for them. Luna also has a BKB. But yeah, there is a smoke on GOM yet again. But this time only both the supports. Just establishing vision. Trying to scout out the moments. They are going for the Roche. They have the vision. But GOM not gonna give it for free. Thinking about portaling over. They can even TP if they want. Are going. Drums used. They see that they are portaling. Mars blinks in, gets the arena onto the Luna. Now the Eclipse is being used, but they are BKB. Dawn ulti being used to keep them in place. Alchemist gets stunned. His vessel is being controlled. Has to be careful about his positioning. Both GOM players, Snapfire and Mars caught on the backlines. Alchemist now just trying to run away. Will dodge the shot from the hoodwink. So he's gonna take down the Luna. Now he will fall, but probably his job is done. We'll have to see. Silence onto the Dawn. Mars will TP out, so he's okay. Now Snapfire and Quap stuck here. Gets the Glypenia, so he's going to be taken down by the Dawn. But Queen of Pain going to wait on the high ground. Look to counter initiate. Uses the Scream to push the Ember back. Uses the BKB. Wants to fight against all three of these heroes. Ember Spirit just trying to TP away. Has the Remnant so he can come back. So she's going to try to TP out. She will. They do not want to give up this Roshan. True strike. The pipe doing so much, honestly. As soon as the Dawnbreaker has the pipe, her team has been able to survive these fights against the damage coming out from the Mars and the Cop. And the Lich ulti. Lich getting found out, just trying to establish William. So now he's gonna get caught. He is not going to be able to do much. Uses his ulti, but no one goes near him. So that's just gonna go. True strike. Ember trying to go for the Snapfire, looking to shout damage. They both went to the other side, so Clockwork is gonna stay on the bottom and control down the Snapfire. Alchemist going for the Clockwork, Glimmer Cape onto him, but Dawn ulti trying to give the sustain to her allies. Cop ulti connects on three heroes. Clockwork is taken down. There is no vessel damage coming out. No, he is being taken down. The vessel is now doing its work, given that the BKB has run out. This vessel doing so much against this Alchemist. He's just not able to play his hero. Uses his Neophyte, cannot get the Bushwalk in time, so he is going to be taken down. They have vision on the Cop. They're not going to go for it, given that she has so much damage. But this is just not going the way True Strike... I'm sorry, the way GOM wants. The Alchemist is just dying too fast. He's taking so much damage every fight, even though technically they are winning on the side of GOM, but it's like the damage coming out from them is not a Glypenia onto three heroes. They were hunting. Now the Cop ulti trying to push them back, but will miss. So now Ember Spirit dishing out lots of damage onto the heroes. Lich is there. They are on the retreat. Cannot catch anyone, so they are pushed back by the time Luna respawns. Cop ulti kind of missed on the heroes, I think. Majority of the damage came from the Dawnbreaker there. Just wasn't enough. I think it's the fact that they don't have a pipe. They have Glimmer. They have Glimmer on both of them because they know they're not going to go for the pipe thing. So they have the magic resist, but it's probably not enough against the damage coming out from this Luna and Dawn and Ember. Using the Mortimer Kisses to scout out. What doing? Looking to make a play here. There is a ward onto the high ground. Ember Spirit using the Glyphania this time, leading the charge. Uses his BKB. Dawn ulti is there now. Two heroes caught in the midst. And Lich ulti bouncing between them. The Alchemist pushed back. Is going to try to go ham, and this time he will do it. Alchemist able to secure the kills on the Dawn and the Clockwork. Now they're going for more. Luna is a little bit caught out of place. No BKB. She's taking so much damage, so she will be controlled and killed with that Dagon on the pop. Now Ember Silence cannot get out. He will be killed as well.
You were doing very well. A good opportunity to learn.
The Ember initiating that fight. They got caught. The cogs were pushing the Clockwork back. The cogs were pushing the Alchemist back and kind of ended up saving him. Oh, that was just unfortunate. Just more damage on the side of GOM. He does have the Cloak of Flames, giving him the magic resist as well. Now they have the Aegis on the Alk. Finally, the Roshan is taken down by the team. This time, the clear victors of this long drawn out battle will be GOM. So now they look to push this bottom tier 2. Kanda done on the Luna. But already come to like the third phase of their BKBs. Mars getting his spear on point on this Ember. Gonna be careful though. They need some more damage. Dawn did go for the Aghanim Scepter, so that's pretty good for them. He will use the Glyphania onto the corpse steering chamber. She has the BKB. She is going to silence with the stun. Ember Remnants out, but Lich ulti bouncing towards him. He is supposed to use his BKB. Will dodge with the Sway of Fist, so he's gonna be okay. But the Hoodwink will not. Clockwork trying to fly to safety, but cannot. He is Dagon and killed by the co-op. So both supports killed. GOM have really turned this around. Now they have a 13k net worth lead over True Strike. They are knocking at the tier 3 towers. This co-op has been using her shard so well. The Blink Silence to just keep the Ember in control. Starbreaker being used by the Dawn. She will get stunned. She's taking a lot of damage. She is silenced by that Orchid. The amount of magic damage coming out here, she is gay. She will use the pipe, but too late. She will be taken down. There was no save in place. Luna, meantime, top lane took down the co-op. Forced the buyback. She wanted to trade the racks there. Well played. They forced the co-op back. Forced her buyback. Now the Alchemist ultimate is on half duration. They are looking to be in place here. BKBs are up on the course. Ember being controlled with that gaze. Does not have his BKB anymore. Uses the steering chains. Is looking to dish out some damage. Gets back. He does not have a way to go back in. So stays outside his base. He's going to be controlled and killed. GOM defend their base, and now they were able to just boss down True Strike. They wanted to go for the tier 4s, but they decided to go for the racks first. Get at least one mega. Hex on the mask, gets the Hoodwink. She gets the pipe benefit. There is the buyback from the Ember. He is going into the fight. Aghanim being used by Dawn for her ulti. It's doing a lot, but they are just melting down. They are not able to do enough. They will be taken down. Queen of Pain taking another kill. Ember Spirit not looking too good. Is in his base. Has the BKB. Wants to take down this Mars at least. But he is glimmered. These glimmer capes saving the life of this team. Buyback from the clock. They see the tier 4s falling, the gaze. Oh my god, the Lich with these gazes on this Ember, keeping him locked in place. They cannot do anything. So now
Very well. I'm very proud of you.
Ember killed, Clockwork all alone, watching his tier 4s fall. Thinking about what he can do. They still have the Aegis on the Alchemist. Luna is back. She has the BKB and the Skadi. She uses the Kanda damage to take down the Alchemist. No more Aegis. But they do have the BKBs up. How are they going to defend this? Hoodwink is coming back in a second. So Ancient is exposed. Lich ulti bouncing between these heroes. But she does have the BKB. She will have to man up. Even her Clockwork dies. So she's going to take the full brunt of the Queen of Pain ulti. But she's melting them. She does so much damage. Does not have buyback. Hoodwink trying to push them back. Dawnbreaker is there as well. So they are going to have to go on the retreat on the side of GOM. Nice Glimmer. Nice try attempt to smoke and get away. Alchemist wants to go back and he has the Bloodthorn. He wants to go for the Hoodwink. He had vision on him because of that sentry ward. So Hoodwink trying to get out. Drawn trying to save him. Will try to reach, but nice Glimmer again on the Snapfire. But this time he'll take the damage from the Starbreaker. As the Bloodthorn onto the Dawn, Alchemist looking to make a turnaround here. They wanted to secure that Snapfire kill.
This is a good opportunity.
But they have to be careful on side of True Strike. They do not have buyback. Their team is still dead. So if they get this kill, nice try to escape. Good mech. He has the Glimmer. He has stun though, so he has to be careful. He's going for the base instead, and Mars is here to connect. True Strike. Need to buy a little bit more time. The Ancient is being focused. There is no glyph. Right clicks are coming out. The spear onto the Hoodwink. Now the Ember Spirit is there. They are going in, but the Ancient is just being focused and it will be taken down. GOM. Take the victory. What a turnaround. What a turnaround. My goodness. Early game laning seeds. You know, when you talk about Dota, you say like win your lanes to win the game. Technically, True Strike did really good in the mid lane and the bottom lane, but they did not punish the Alchemist. They did not put any pressure on the Alchemist. He got a good lane. He was able to free farm, and while his team was getting punished, he just focused and got his radiance, and then the game just started turning from there. It was always the top net worth. Oof. Just such amazing Dota, the way these teams have played. It's just insane. So even though they had more kills, even though they had the lead, True Strike just could not expect the level of Dota coming out from the GOM. So congratulations to GOM. Good try, True Strike, but they are clearly the victors from Generation Miracle. So congratulations guys for your votes. So now we're going to quickly move into the last game. So just stay tuned and we will be right back.
and the candles glitter like you're in a thriller. Heart goes pound, pound, pound. Ghostly figures, they can get so bitter. Sure you want to aim till you can turn back now. You don't know where I've been. What's going on inside? Where the monsters like to come alive, come alive. Do you really wanna know me? I'm really not that cozy. It's up to you, so you decide, you decide. Would you love me at my worst till the coffin's in the dirt? Try to break me like a curse, you know that will never work. I'm a little bit absurd. I like dancing on the verge. Anyone can love a pretty little mansion, but could you love a haunted, haunted house? Or could you love me now? A haunted, haunted. I'm a haunted house. A haunted, haunted house. If you're just take it out. A haunted, haunted. I'm a haunted house. Broken windows and a warning scribbled on my wall saying that you better turn around. Wouldn't be the first to try to burn me down. You're blue, you too. Would you love me at my worst till the coffin's in the dirt? Try to break me like a curse. You know that will never work. I'm a little bit absurd. I like dancing on the verge. Anyone can love a pretty little mansion, but could you love a haunted, haunted house? Or could you love me now? A haunted, haunted. I'm a haunted house. A haunted, haunted house. If you'll just take it out. A haunted, haunted. I'm a haunted house. Could you love a haunted, haunted house? Or could you love me now? A haunted, haunted. I'm a haunted house. A haunted, haunted house. If you're just taking side. A haunted, haunted. I'm a haunted house. Words till the coffin's in the third. Anyone can love a pretty little mansion.
comes out. I am looking for the better days. Seem like they just stay away whenever I try. There's so many things that I keep in my mind. My friends keep me out and it hurts every time. With all the emotions I built up inside, oh why can't I? Will someone look for me if I disappear? No matter how much that I scream, nobody hears. But I see the light from far away, it's down the line. Maybe I should not give up without a fight. Cause there will be a time. Oh, 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 oh. There will be a time. Oh, 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 oh. There will be a time. Sitting lonely in my room again, acting like I'm innocent. Why do I try? Cause now I'm feeling like a fool again, thinking I can fool myself by telling me lies. When there's so many things that I keep in my mind, I hang around people I don't even like. If they can be happy and walk with a smile, oh why can't I? Will someone look for me if I disappear? No matter how much that I scream, nobody hears. But I see the light from far away, it's down the line. Maybe I should not give up without a fight. Cause there will be a time. Oh, oh, oh,
Meeting up at 7, you'll be saying over, so it's guaranteed. I'll be forever thinking about you and me. I don't wanna let you go, I don't wanna let you go. Tell me what you want to know, run your fingers down me slow. Cause you're in my head, you are, cause you're in my head. Cause you're in my, what you think? What you think? Cause you're in my, what you think? What you think? Cause you're in my, you love that I've been craving. Let me in now, don't be shy. We can be a summer story with dreams and reality collide. Are we back to the start? I can play the game, but I'm falling again. No, don't hold back, take it far. Promise you the same, let the pleasure begin. How about you coming closer? We can do my place. Maybe we can try meeting up at 7. You'll be saying over, so it's guaranteed. I'll be forever thinking about you and me. I don't wanna let you go, I don't wanna let you go. Tell me what you want to know, run your fingers down me slow. Cause you're in my head, you are, cause you're in my head. Cause you're in my, I don't wanna let you go, I don't wanna let you go.
Hello everyone, welcome back to the game 3 of today. We have for Hornbill Esports Championships, we have GGK versus Laughtail. We are in the drafting phase. We have banned out the Invoker, Nyx, and Pangolier on the side of GGK. And Laughtail Esports have taken out Clockwork, Mars, Earth Spirit, and Shadowplane. Some really annoying picks, definitely, from the side of both teams. They have taken out any really strong playmakers, and they do pick up the Shadow Demon and the Ogre, respectively. Interesting that the Ogre is picked up here, Laughtail. Ogre, very good synergy with any core, and very good with the Luna. Both of these supports are generally picked in synergy with the Luna, so we have to see if either of these teams are looking to steal the Luna for themselves. We did see the Luna being punished heavily in the previous game. So they were able to crack the code on GOM against the Luna pick. So we will see if these two teams picked up wind of that and got anything about seeing a Luna coming out in this game. They do ban out the Quap. Quap is in it. If she does not have a good laning phase, she can still recover provided that she can make those side lane ganks and kills. So definitely a nice pickup for the side of GGK. They do ban it out along with the Storm Spirit. Laughtail Esports will ban out the Medusa. Okay, this Medusa is not being allowed into this tournament at all. More relentlessly than the Shadow Fiend herself. And Laughtail will now go for the Muerta pickup. Very strong hero, usually placed as a support. Does use the Deadshot and her silence to really enable some core team fights, setting up the field for silencing multiple heroes at once, being able to engage and disengage at will with that AoE control. It's just such a powerful hero. So now GGK go for the Lich and they pick up a Timber Saw as well. Interesting that they pick up the Timber Saw so confidently. Given that they can still go for a break and Viper is still in the pool, and we have seen how a Viper can definitely shut down Timber Saw. We'll have to see what is GGK's plan here. And Laughtail Esports go for the Doom. This is usually banned out in the last phase of bans. So they will pick up their offlaner here. Doom is picked up. Very good against the Timber Saw. Will keep him in place. Good against most cores as well, including the Luna. So it's nice to see that the last game of today we get to see a reveal of the Doom. It has been missed in the tournament. So some nice aggressive plays to be expected from this team. And after their loss against GOM today, I'm sure Laughtail is itching to make a comeback into the tournament by going for this more strong and well-rounded draft, they do go for the morphling as well. Interesting that they go for the morphling. We have seen how morphling can be played against with the shadow demon. Not very fun to play into a shadow demon as a morphling. We have seen it yesterday being countered with the shadow poison, the ulti, and the disruption, making illusions of the morphling, taking him down. He has to be very, very careful about how he is using his strength and agimorphs. So I'm kind of surprised that they do go for the morphling here. Might want to, maybe the plan is that he will snowball or get good farm and then try to get the phylactery Kanda and burst down the supports. So they go for the anti-mage on the side of GGK. I think this is I don't think this is the first time I've seen this hero. I don't remember if GGK was the team that picked them before. So yeah, we'll have to see that. They do focus on the mid hero bans now, both sides. Taking out heroes that they don't want to play against. The Zeus, definitely a good ban. Morphling has to be very careful, otherwise if there's a Zeus in the game, so that makes sense. Pop, Storm, Puck, Zeus, all taken out. Pangolier though, still in the game. Very strong mid hero. So is the Void Spirit. Void Spirit can be really good against the Morphling and is a very strong playmaker. Goes for the Manta, so won't care about the silence. And has really good kite ability. Would also can make a orchid, so I think Void Spirit can be a good pickup for GGK. They will ban the Ember. Let's see, Pangolier, Void Spirit. Oh, Pangolier is banned, my bad. So Void Spirit, Necroforce. Necro is also in the pool. I'm sure you wouldn't want to pick Necro on Larktail given that they have the Shadow Demon. So they have the disruption for the save. So maybe not Necro for Larktail, but maybe GGK. They are going to use the reserve time to decide this pick. Okay, they will go for the Tiny. Probably for the nuke damage coming out from him, probably go for the phylactery build. Look for the toss damage, burst, and counter the morphling. In a way, it's a pretty interesting pick. So we'll have to see how Larktail will play against this. Okay, they go for the Husker on Larktail. Interesting that they go for Husker. There is a timber saw and a tiny. Trying to understand because timber saw is pretty good at like nuking down this Husker, but maybe they are just looking to win the lane on the Husker and snowball from there. We'll see. But there we go, guys. The drafts from GGK and Laughtail Esports coming out. So here we go. Game 3 of the day, the final match. This is going to be between GGK and Laughtail. Some two of the strongest teams in the tournament. They are here to bring you their best Dota. So stay tuned, guys. This is going to get interesting. Both teams are smoked and ready to move in to their respective positions, looking for a first blood opportunity. We'll see if they can get it. They have a very aggressive observer ward placed here, which will scout this movement on the side of GGK. GGK thinking, knowing actually that it's warded, go to devour the cliff, but it's not where the ward is. Now Laughtail just going to move around, secure the other two, probably 3 runes. Going to contest this using the Frost Blast, dealing a lot of damage. The grenade is there. Ogre is taking a lot of damage. He will be tossed on the Husker to the Ogre. The first blood will be secured by the anti-mage. Taking a lot of the spears there though. Doom using Devour on 2 of the creeps. Wait, what? Probably killed one and ate one, but yep. Get the advantage there. Alright, let's look at the mid lane. Husker versus Tiny. Technically, Husker will have the advantage. Tiny will try to secure the creeps with his toss. But it's going to be hard for him to stand in this lane. After a point, probably they're going to go for the stacks. We'll have to see. But he will have the kill opportunity more on the side of the Tiny. Lag coming out, probably. Morphling taking a lot of damage over here. But he will be okay probably since he can just morph, is into the strength game. So be okay. He has 4 stick charges.
Magic thyself out of that.
Shock 'em! Well, shock 'em! Look at that!
Laugh tail. Very long pause. They said lag, but they haven't unpaused yet. They will reconnect. Seems like they're having some internet issues. We'll just have to wait.
I almost trust you. Oh.
Okay. They are back. Gonna be pretty peaceful. Right. Husker. Now bringing up the harass onto this tiny with the spears. Shadow Demon taking a lot of damage. Has to be careful. 6 stacks onto the Morphling. Ogre taking a lot of damage. Shadow Demon securing that kill with the Shadow Poison. Completely underestimated by the Ogre there. So he will be taken down. Tiny did not go for the early body, he went for the early boots. So he just wants to have that extra movement speed to be able to move around and escape the deadly spears from this Husker. Now that Ogre has that levels, he can now get 2 points in the Ignite and a stun. So now he's going to be able to harass back. But for a fair amount of time, they're both going to be very careful in the lanes. Not really much action happening here, given the type of hero selected. They are going to be defensive on the Morphling. Tiny is just going to try to make sure he gets as much as he can out of this lane without feeding. Husker will try to go for kills once he reaches some higher levels. Otherwise, should be pretty okay. But Ogre, 5 stacks of the poison on him. Has to be careful. He has a chick charge, but it's not enough. Shadow Demon will be probably right-clicked down by the Morphling first. So Ogre will try to split the gold. No, he's not. He's fine. Meanwhile, bottom lane, Morta will be taken down by the Lich and AM combo. But Doom will get the revenge kill on the Lich. Guess they thought of taking the Tiny because he's a little bit more tanky and can deal with this Husker for a while. But Husker is just going to be pretty much a very free mid hero. There's really not much punish for him. Look at that. The avalanche toss combo looking to burst him, but He had the verifier, he has the ways of dealing with it. Top lane, harass coming out onto the morph lane. He's trying to shift into strength and keep himself alive. 3 stacks of the poison onto him. Fourth one has to be careful about morphing here. Meantime, anti-mage will take the will fall to the doom and the mortar. Mortar will fall as well. Hoppling, trying to stay away from that poison range as the stick charges, so he's going to be okay. Will not get outplayed this time. Husker keeping the pressure up. TP coming in from the lich, looking for an opportunity to punish any sort of aggressive play coming here, but anti-mage is getting pressured in the lane because of this. Left alone. Tiny can look for that avalanche stars combo, but it's not enough. He has the stick charges, there is the force blast, but again, not enough against this Husker. He is just tanking through everything. Now going to buy a Fairy Fire as well for any nuke damage. And he's back to 50% HP. This Husker cannot be touched. They're going to camp for the runes, make sure that they can get a good rune and make some rotations with the Tiny and the Lich. But it will spawn top, so that did not go in the favor for them. He will disrupt the Husker, and Shadow Demon now trying to run away, but the creeps are not really helping by dishing out some damage. Or the burning spears will do enough damage, so they will fall. Husker taking no damage but uses the Fairy Fire, so is able to stay alive. Now Tiny trying to do a little dance with the Husker, juking him around, buying time. Husker getting a bit irritated. Like, just come here, bro. And Timbersaw connects, and Husker is punished. What a play coming out from GGK's mid. Tiny. Very well played. Husker did not expect that. Some ankles were broken there, guys. Some ankles were broken. Timbersaw was killed in top lane with the Morphling and Ogre. Bottom lane, they do have the Doom onto the Anti-Mage. They are going for this kill. Anti-Mage is taken down now. Lich all alone, trying to maybe get a revenge kill here. Will Doom fall? Will this gold get shed? Yes! That is a dead Doom. Top lane, Morphling, positioned a little bit aggressively, will shift to strength, try to get away from here, 4 shadow poison stacks, but he's going to be okay. Anti-Mage is not having that great a game, has died 2 times. Will need some space here. Husker is almost done with that armlet. Tiny TPing in. Shadow Demon also there, looking for the play. Avalanche, toss, the ulti is there, disseminate, but it's not enough. Husker will be taken down. Meanwhile, bottom lane, Morta killed by the Lich and AM. Now Lich being caught off will be taken down. Was a bit under the tower, so Anti-Mage looking for a revenge kill here, will go for the right place, keep taking down this Ogre, and he is down. Anti-Mage is not done. He wants to go for the Doom. He does not have the Doom for 60, so they are hunting him down. He has the pace boots though, blink down for 4 seconds, so Anti-Mage will back off. Disruption onto the Doom. They are going for the fight. Mortar trying to keep them back, but it's not enough. The avalanche toss was so much damage, but Doom able to walk away given the slow. But no, he will fall to that final hit from the anti-mage. Good attempt from the Mortar, but it just wasn't enough with all these heroes grouping up. Anti-mage is getting what he wanted. There's a good amount of recovery for him. Sitting at 6-2. Mid lane. Oh, hello. Okay, mid lane. They are going on the Husker. Timbersaw taking more damage. They does the armlet toggle. Trying to keep Captain place. He will be taken down, but Timbersaw will not survive. He will fall to the wrath of the Husker. This is why they took the Tiny. They wanted to go for this kind of a play as they disseminate onto this Ogre, but is it enough? Bit of a tanky support. Mortar also trying to push them back. So Ogre will be kept alive. I think this is the main reason they picked the Tiny. The avalanche toss combo. But that's what I was saying, right? If Timbersaw is there, he's really good. Okay. Morphling killed off top lane by the anti-mage, unsuspecting. Just went and mana avoided him. But yeah, as I was saying, like, it's like you pick a Husker, there is already a Timbersaw. It's very, very good. He has pure damage. So Husker has to be really careful about his positioning against that hero. There is the toss, there is the avalanche, the veil, the calling is there, the fear is there, but the disruption keeping the Tiny alive. So now Husker will be taken down along with the Shadow Demon saving. So now Morta will peer back the Timber, but it's not enough. 4 heroes from the side of GGK making a rotation and punishing this mid lane. No one TP'd on the side of Laughteal to respond to this fight, interestingly. Doom did have his TP, but I think he's looking to get that drums. Yeah. But this is how, like, Husker, even though he has that lead, he's not really gonna be able to tank or like be aggressive against the Timbersaw Tiny combo. Bottom lane, Doom onto the Shadow Demon. They can't really get much. Once they saw the Timbersaw TPing in, they are going to back off. Husker will still continue mid for that mid tier 1. Bottom lane, they do go for the Doom again on the supports along with this Timbersaw. Not sure why this Timbersaw continue to stay in the lane. The Doom continue to stay in the lane. But he will be punished for it with his life. They are going to pick up the aggression. Shadow Demon stayed for a little bit too long, trying to push this tower while his team already backed off. So they have to be careful. Morphling coming from the back line, morphs into the Timbersaw, now wants to make a play, but is gazed and kept in place and instantly punished by this Tiny, who reveals his new Blink Dagger. That is a dead Morphling. He wanted to make a wraparound play, but he got wrapped on. Now they see the Lich. A few will miss, but they will get the dive and the kill. But instant punish from the Tiny, bursting down an unsuspecting Husker who could not turn on his armlet. Now they're on the retreat. Timbersaw giving the vision for the place. There is the blink on the Tiny, so he's just gonna avalanche toss and now look for the next target, Ogre, who is also left behind. Laughteal getting punished instantly by the entire GGK force running after them, and he will be killed with that final toss from this Tiny. My goodness, GGK turning the game around. And this is after the Tiny had such a bad game, so he just needed this combo. They just needed to group up. He gets his Bling Dagger and they start making these plays. And it literally counters most of the heroes. It counters the Husker, counters the Morphling, who is also getting focused. Again, he is thrown on the Tiny, going for this Morphling with his anti-mage. Unstoppable streak on the Tiny. And he's literally not looking to stop anytime soon. They are smoked on the Doom and the Ogre. Devour. Okay, takes the mana burn. Looking for a play here. Muerta also TPing in. Looking to catch someone. It's night time. As the drums and the phase boots. And they catch someone. Lich is over here. Have an aggressive observer. We'll try to go for the anti-mage, maybe? Thinking about it, they want to. There is the Pure, he gets the but it's a little bit too early, so Doom is cast and anti-mage is killed. Timbersaw chaining into the calling, so he is silenced now. Asuka going for the kill, is full HP, so it's not really gonna work out. Lich giving a shield, no chain frost, so he couldn't really counter initiate. There's the avalanche to keep them in place. 7 more seconds for the chain frost. He wants to make something happen here. But Shadow Demon is taken down in the meantime. This time Lich has it. His Fjord will use the chain frost, so it's going to bounce between the heroes. Tiny thinking about joining in. He might look to go for this Doom. No, he will not. He's just going to back off. And they will get the tier 1 tower top. Well played from Laughtail. That jump onto the anti-mage. Great fear from the Muerta with the dead shot, catching him a little bit unawares, and then they got him to proc his shield. The counter spell. Oh, Doom has to be careful with this slam coming from the Roshan. Very early Roshan, but look who we have here. GGK looking to make a play here. There is the fear. She could not cast the calling in time, so the avalanche will come off. Doom now trying to get back. Uses the drums. They didn't get the ages, so mission accomplished. Now they want to get out of there. And Doom will not be able to. The trees were there. The walling death causing the death of this Doom. Now Husker with the arm there trying to get back, but taking so much magic damage. He will be busted down. No more ages for this hero. He wants the BKB, but Timbersaw is just going to stand on this hero. 4 heroes from the side of GGK trying to go on this Husker, and he will be taken down. Oh, no, Laughtail. They just cannot make this work for themselves. Whenever the Tiny is there, whenever the Timbersaw there, when both of them are there together, without the silences, it's just not working out for the Husker. I mean, that's what I was saying in the drafting phase. Like, Husker is a hero that doesn't care about your region. And it's like, sorry, Timbersaw. And Husker, picking a Husker into that, someone who wants to stay so low HP against such a nuke hero, it doesn't add up. And it's all pure damage. So the BKB, it's gonna help against the Tiny, I guess. Yes. And the Gaze. So we'll have to see if that is going to be the item that saves him. Bottom, they do find the Timbersaw, who was being very aggressive here. He will get doomed. He will be nuked down by the Morphling, and he will take that killing spree. A little bit greedy on the Timbersaw to be venturing into the depths and trying to kill this Doom on his own. GGK now looking to secure this part of their jungle against Laughtail. Water has that rod completed. Very good item. to keep these heroes locked down, especially against the AM, who's now almost, I think he's done with his Manta. Yep, he's done with the Manta. Black tree done on the Tiny. Grouping up on the side of Laughtail in the mid lane. They will smoke, but in the midst of creep, so they know the smoke actually. GGK knows. So they're gonna stick to each other. Husker has the BKB, he wants to take a fight. GGK not going to be giving it to them. They're gonna back off. That was unfortunate that they clicked the smoke while the creeps were coming in. Ogre standing aggressively, just trying to see if anyone is standing a bit out of place. Husker wants to make something happen with the shield rune and new BKB. Standing very aggressively, very confident now. They want to go for this bottom tier 2. They want to put the pressure because they want to end the game early. Root by the mortar, fear onto the Shadow Demon. He has the disruption, he will use it onto the Husker. Shadow Demon has his ulti, so Husker has to be careful. There is that threat of the demonic purge. Pretty low now, has to be careful. Can get bursted very fast with the combo coming out from the side of GGK. Morphling with the Sanj and Yasha. Having the status resistance and that Dragon Lance. BKB used instantly by the Husker when he saw that Tiny blinking in, so now he can respond. Tiny being saved by the disruption for a little while. Armlet toggles coming out from the Husker, looking to burst down this Tiny, and this time they will. Morphling using the Avalanche back on the Tiny, securing that. Now the Chain Frost onto the Husker, who does not have a BKB. They want to burst him down, but he's able to Armlet toggle. He doesn't care because there is no Tiny. So GGK will be taken down. Shadow Demon going to be able to TP out to safety, but his teammates weren't that lucky. Very heads up play from the Husker there to be clicking his BKB as soon as he saw the Tiny initiate. So that really enabled them for that fight. Now they're gonna go and right click those tier 3s. Cliff will come out, so they're gonna have to back off. So the main threat for the Husker being the Tiny and the Lich, the Gaze and the Toss, an Avalanche combo, and Morphling stealing, like morphing into the Tiny, causing an Avalanche back, really helped them out, keeping them locked in place. They don't really have that lockdown. Tiny this time wanted to go for the Morphling, but he was able to shift his attributes. Now Husker jumps in, is able to take down the Tiny again with the Morphling's help. They're able to do so much. Morphling with that crystal is now that the Timbersaw is feared and silenced. Has to be careful. Tiny looking for an opening. Did buy back with his anti-mage. Looking to join with his Tiny. They will do a lot of damage, but Husker is the only one who will go down. Morphling is going to be okay here. So Tiny will fall despite the disruption from his teammate. And Laughtail Esports will be happy with that dieback on the Tiny. Doom was in with, wanted to go for this anti-mage, was a little bit slow in clicking that Doom, so anti-mage is going to be A-okay. Anti-Mage going for that Aghanim Scepter. And Timbersaw now changing from going for a pipe into BKB. He wants to finish that BKB. Shadow Demon going for that Aether Lens to have that extra range to save his course. And very aggressive ward coming out from the side of Laughtail to get vision of this farming zone for GGK. It's gonna give them a lot of information about who's here. Tiny also looking to get his own BKB. They definitely need it against the plays being made by this Mortar with the Deadshot and the Calling. The silence is really annoying to deal with, and they can't really move around freely. And Morphling just morphing and stealing the Tiny's abilities and using them against them. They're not able to turn it around, so they definitely need those BKBs to be able to make those plays. Yep, Timbersaw done with that BKB. Now looking for a Sanj Kaya. She was completed on the Doom. So both teams moving ahead. Both carries pretty close in the network department. 24 to 22. 25 minutes into the game. There is a smoke now from the Doom and the supports on the side of Laughtail. They want to make a play here. Lich going to get feared, but they won't get the vision of that. They know there's an observer board there. Morphling wants to join the smoke. Not really, he just wants to take the ward, so he's going to walk in front. Look to make a play here. Mortar walking right in front. Gets the vision on the supports, puts a very deep aggressive observer. It's going to be dewarded instantly. So we'll get the tier 2. And they're just going to back off. The control on the Husker do not jump on that support there. The communication from the team saying like, guys, we're just here for the tower, then just get out. Doom did not go for a Blink Dagger. He finds the anti-mage. He cannot get the timing for the Doom. He uses the Manta and is able to get out of there. Does not have the gap close, so not really able to make those aggressive Doom plays. Timbersaw waiting with his team. They are looking to burst down heroes. They want to go for this Morphling, but he was able to click the attribute shift onto strength. Now Timbersaw being doomed has the BKB. He's trying to get out. Anti-Mage is silenced. They're trying to get him. He is glimmered. He's going to be able to blink out of that. Timbersaw was killed in the meantime, so now they're looking for the Tiny. He does not have really an escape. He just tosses the Morphling, who tosses the Anti-Mage back to his teammates. Anti-Mage looking for the mana void opportunity. He is going to be disrupted by his Shadow Demon, trying to keep him alive. Glimmer Cape mitigating the damage coming out from the Ogre. So he's going to be okay, but Lich not so much. Laughtail Esports taking a great fight against GGK, able to come out as victors and keep their teammates alive. Very, very well played. They tried so hard. They tried so hard to turn that fight around on the side of GGK, but it just didn't go in their favor. Husker dished out so much damage. They really couldn't do much given that the Timbersaw was doomed and killed in the beginning. Tiny and Anti-Mage forced back. Couldn't really do anything against these tanky heroes. You definitely need the Timbersaw for them. So Laughtail feel like they have figured out the formula. They're going for that Roshan now. Just 2 heroes. They will get the Rosh banner as well. Then yeah, they will. Aegis on the Morphling. Now looking to make more plays. These Glimmer Capes doing a lot. Both supports have them. Will use the Demonic Purge onto the Husker. Gonna be okay. Morphling waveforms in, wants to go for an aggressive push here. Tiny waiting way back. Wants his BKB honestly, but he is so far away from it. Does not have the gold to get it just yet. He needs some pick-off kills. Maybe he'll try to get someone near this Tormentor. No, he will not. Okay, so Shard on the Ogre. Now gonna make it harder for them to kill the members of Laugh-Tail. But we'll have to see if any changes can be made once Tiny gets this BKB. Honestly, with Timbersaw being the only one with the BKB, it's not really working out. He needs his teammates to be able to stand and fight with him. So, if the Doom is committed on him, the BKB is definitely just useless. Has the Aghanim as well on the Husker, so it's not like you can just get back. Timbersaw looking for that aggressive play onto the Husker. There is the toss, there is the throw. He is able to click his BKB. Now they are going to try to disengage. Disruption onto the Timbersaw, but he has his BKB. So it's a bit unfortunate that he clicks it. Now Chain Frost onto these two heroes, but it will just bounce between the Doom and the Creep. Doom is going to be gazed in. Deadshot onto the anime, trying to buy some time, but no, Doom will be taken down. Laugh-Tail now having all three tier 2s taken down are going to be looking at this Rax push. They still have the Aegis. Lich goes for the gaze onto the Husker. They want to burst him first, but it just wasn't enough. So now even though he doesn't have the BKB, he can just try to go on the Tiny, but no, Timbersaw is there. No BKB, no problem. They wanted to burst the Husker with that play, and they could. They needed the nuke from the Timbersaw. Husker was hoping he would burst down the Tiny. He did get him, so both mid laners dead for both teams. Very aggressive play from the Lich though. Would be very interesting if the Lich goes for an Aghanim Scepter. Can be a very pesky item. Get multiple heroes in that gaze without an escape. Morphling has that butterfly, so it's gonna have a lot of that agi. Gonna be hitting faster, stronger. They will have to be really careful about this. Tiny. Eyes on the prize. Morphling all alone here in the top lane. They might look to make a play for him. Use it. He is able to click the strength shift, but he has no mana. Anti-Mage wanted to make a play here, but will be taken down. No more Aegis on the Morphling. Timbersaw looking to zone the Ogre. Now the Chain Frost bouncing between all 5 heroes. Timbersaw will be bursted down. Will they look to make anything else happen here? No, they cannot. No Timbersaw. They have to be careful. Morphling is going to be bursted. They are completely underestimating the power of this disable. The Lich always keeping them in place with that gaze. Tiny looking for the next blink opportunity. So Laugh-Tail will get out. They did have the Doom, but given that Morphling was dead, they decided to just back off. They might give the DD to the Husker, yeah. They are smoked on the side of GGK. Anti-Mage looking to go for a Skadi. Tiny into burst a hero. They are looking to walk here. Have to be very careful. They are grouping up on the side of Laugh-Tail. Smoke is about to run off. They will find the Husker who is here. Doom looking at the fight. They try to burst Husker. It wasn't enough. Aghanim right clicks onto the Tiny. He will probably fall. Yep, Doom is there and will get the anti-mage. Now he cannot blink out. Now Chain Frost blocks between the heroes, but it's not going to do much. Lich trying to TP out with that Glimmer. Will be able to make it. Along with the Shadow Demon, and Timbersaw is also out of there. Each time Tiny tries to make a play on this Husker, Husker is able to just click his BKB and initiate with that Aghanim. And Tiny is not really able to respond. Morphling, waveforming in, playing very aggressively. The gaze is there, but he has clicked the attribute shift, is going to be able to back off. Husker does not have his BKB, so has to be very careful. Will jump in, is going to try to bring them out there, but he will toss the timber back on the Tiny, trying to save his ally. Just right clicking the racks in full strength mode. Banished. Getting some copies of the Morphling, going to take those down first, and they are just focusing down the racks, nothing else. The toss back onto the Husker, the insane damage coming out, but oh, he will be taken down by the Lich. Frost Blast, now Tiny, being silenced, being focused, will be bursted, but the damage coming out on this Timber Saw is nothing to be underestimated. Morphling is kept back while Doom is taken down. Now Morphling, morphing into Tiny, trying to tank his way out, is fully strength Morphling, is trying to get back, has 9 Shadow Poison stacks, so has to be careful about when he morphs back. Poison is released. So now he's going to just waveform and get away. Ogre, is he as lucky? He has a 4-star. Can't try to escape. The gaze is there. He 4-stars himself to the left. Tries to buy some time. Uses the fire shield on himself, but finally will fall to the Timber Saw. What a play coming out from both teams. 30-30. You think like maybe a team doesn't have an advantage. Actually, Laughtail is 13k net worth lead. But GCK has been able to put some defenses, but the way that Laughtail is itemizing and playing to their strengths is admirable. The Husker with the Aghanims, the way he itemized, went for the BKB, went for the Aghanims, knew what is his problem, you know, that the Tiny jumping in, them using all this damage and trying to nuke him down. So what's the best way not to get nuked down? Go for the BKB, mitigate the magic damage, then jump back on him, force a Tiny to sit and right click you and take him down in the meantime. And the Mortar and the Doom being able to keep the rest of the team back with the Calling and the Dead Shot and the Glypenia. Just enough time to zone them out, burst the Tiny, and then look for the rest of the team. So that has been working out so good for them. But we have to remember, it is an anti-mage game. He has a Scardy completer, is going for a Disperser. Shadow Demon, if he can save the Tiny when he is being focused, think they could make a turnaround because Tiny has the BKB now. He's looking for that Silver Edge. He wants to break the Husker on his initiation. 35 seconds more for Roshan. They are smoked on the side of GGK. They are looking for a fight here, but Doom is there. He uses the Doom onto the Timber Saw. Timber Saw has the BKB, so he's able to mitigate the damage. The disruption onto the Lich, keeping him back, both supports being focused, but Tiny trying to burst someone but cannot. The damage isn't there. Timbersaw now going onto the backline, is trying to burst down the Doom, but he was able to survive now. Timbersaw will fall. Anti-Mage was trying to back him up, but it wasn't enough. Laughtail just having way more sustain and damage. Timbersaw almost looked like we could burst those heroes, but it just wasn't enough. The Doom was able to live through that. Morphling also had the Satanic, so could just heal up from that damage. And now Roche is back up with the free Aghanim Scepter. Who will take it? Husker already has it. It's gonna give it to the Doom? Yeah. Okay, Doom Axe. Makes sense. Multiple melee heroes, easy to Doom himself and jump in. Can also zone out the sports. It's been good that he was able to doom the Timbersaw and keep him out of the fight. So, would you really, if we doom the Timbersaw, then cause the AoE effect? Maybe that will work. So now GGK have to be even more careful. This Doom is just not working out for them. If they deal with the Doom, they have to deal with the Husker. Husker has itemized against them. So it's just all about how fast they save their cores and keep their supports alive. Shadow Demon trying to use these Morphling illusions against him. Does get the shield rune, so he is extra tanky. Does use the demonic purge onto the Husker. There is the Doom on himself, keeping the backlines focused while the Tiny is bursted down. No buyback on the Tiny. Doom still going for more, has the BKB while his teammates focus down the tier 4s. Timbersaw wanting to make something happen, has the Agnes, looking to go for a burst here, but will they be able to survive? No, Ogre and Nota will be taken down. Burst damages coming out from the Timbersaw, uses his BKB, but the Satanic is used on the Morphling. Now he's looking for the right click damage, trying to go for the Timbersaw. He is taunted because of the Aghanim from the Husker, so he's having to stay in place, but the damage coming out from the Chakram gonna take down that Husker finally. So Doom, pretty low, will fall. There were the buybacks on the supports from Laughtail, wanting to keep their cores alive. But it just wasn't enough. They still have the Aegis on the Morphling, but Doom and Husker will be dead, so they will just have to back off. Timbersaw doing so much with this Aghanim Scepter. Yep, 6,800 damage, along with the Anti-Mage. No mana being left for these players. Anti-Mage now looking for the next opportunity. Has a Monkey Kingba. So the Butterfly of the Morphling. Not really gonna go, but he wants to burst down the support. His waveforms in, looks to go for a battle, but there is the gaze onto the Morphling. He is trying to stun him up. Okay, he clicks his Satanic, so he's gonna be okay. The calling keeping the Timbersaw silenced and in place. He will be able to Timbersaw out. But they have to be careful about the burst damage coming out from the Timbersaw since he has the Aghanim Scepter. It's only 3 heroes. Anti-Mage going in, knows the Morphling doesn't have mana, so Aegis is born. Glypinier on to 4 heroes now. Chain Frost bouncing between these couples. They do not have buyback. They have to be careful. Morphling is busted by the Tiny combo before he can do anything. Mortar trying to keep herself alive as much as she can, but Timbersaw will chain in and kill her. No Mortar and Morphling. GGK were able to redeem themselves with this counter initiation. Bit of a risky play coming from the Morphling there. Thinking he can just burst down the hero. I think he wanted to burst the Lich, but the problem was that the Anti-Mage was right there. Lich was way further back, so when Morphling waveform in, he found the Anti-Mage instead of the Lich. They are getting punished for not making any breaks on the side of Laughtail. Tiny, finding both these heroes, will look to go for the Doom though because they hate this Doom. So Timbersaw chains in. There is the stun, there is the avalanche, there is the Anti-Mage. BKB is used, but Shadow Demon using his demonic purge, trying to keep this Doom in place. He will try to Doom, but the Manta Dodge is there. So he's going to be falling, and Ogre, who was backing up, will be taken down as well. GGK making a comeback here, able to punish Laughtail, and now are poking at the tier 3s themselves. The Anti-Mage is online, so he is able to make the plays that the Tiny is now not able to. And Laughtail being punished whenever only few of the heroes are there. When there are 5, it's hard. But when they are just like 3 or 2, it's kind of easier. Tiny uses the BKB, tosses back a creep, so he's probably gonna just fall here. Yeah, it took too much damage. They are trying to hunt down someone else. Shadow Demon trying to TP out here as the Glimmer. So he's gonna be okay. DD on the Morphling. They want to burst down this Husker. There is the Basher on the AM, so Husker is bursted within a blink of a second. Anti-Mage looking full in form. But there is a DD on the Morphling, so they have to be careful about this. They are smoked. Looking for a play opportunity here. Morphling will break the smoke, is looking to right click down this Timber Saw. Anti-Mage will blink to safety. Mortar trying to catch him, but he has the Glimmer, so he's gonna be okay. But they lose vision on the Timber Saw because he has the Trickster's Cloak. This is so unfortunate. Timber Saw is able to live. They could not use that DD. They did not have the detection. Morphling thought he had enough damage to just burst down the Timber Saw, but he tanked through even a DD, Daedalus, Butterfly, Aviana's feathered Morphling. I don't know how to say that word. Why they make it so complicated? Alright, now that gang failed, they know there's no doom. They are going for this play. He will Manta out of the Glyphon here. Instant Lotus pushing back the stun from the Ogre onto himself. Morphling looking to just right click down this anti-mage. Tiny will jump in, toss back the Morphling. Doom with the BKB onto the backlines. Morphling, strength Morphling trying to stay alive. Will not be able to. He will be bursted down. Water trying to right click them. But she does not have the damage. She has the Glyphon here, sure. It's not nearly as enough though. Asuka wasn't there. But now that he is, and they don't have any of their BKBs, they're just gonna back off. Anti-Mage doesn't really have a BKB, he probably will not go for it. Yeah, Laugh Tail. They had a 13k advantage, but each time GGK came and pushed them back, taking bit by bit from them, 1 kill at a time. And it has just been devastating for Laugh Tail. Doom initiating, gets this Doom on the anti-mage this time, so he cannot be protected. There is the disruption from the Shadow Demon buying him some time. The Lich ulti jumping between these heroes. The Husker jumping onto the AM, wanting to burst him down, but AM just turning back, trying to man up, take the damage, so he will not fall. The save's worth there. Now the turnaround comes in, no BKB, so now they can just style on Laugh Tail and punish any hero that dares to survive. And Mega Kill onto the anti-mage just when the Morphling respawns. That was so costly for Laugh Tail. They got the Doom onto the anti-mage but just couldn't burst him down. The Lich was right behind him, he had the Lotus. Shadow Demon was able to reach in time, disrupted him, saved him. Chain Frost bouncing between them, so they couldn't really do anything. It was pretty messy fight. They lacked the damage and they were taken down. Now they're poking at the next Rax. This will be the first Rax they will take. Probably move on to the second one. They have a buyback, but they're going to use the glyph. No tower there, so they're just going to delay the push. Shadow Demon also has the Aghanim Scepter. Gets 2 charges of the Demonic Purge, which can be such a pain for the side of Laugh Tail. GGK playing so good with their itemization and initiations and target selections, even though they got countered. Now that they have picked up the right items, right? Timbersaw with the Aghanim, Shivas. Lapid is losing that edge. So both teams have been on par, figuring out how they have to play against these heroes and figuring out the game for themselves. But each time, GGK coming out a little bit more on top. Now they have the 12k net worth lead. Probably the Morphling should start morphing into the anti-mage at the space. We'll have to see. There is a ward here, so they know that Morphling is going for this Roche. They are portaling over. Husker will ping it. They are committing for it. They just jumped into it. Timbersaw will be able to probably take down the... They do take down the Morphling. Timbersaw now running after this Husker. This was a very greedy play coming out from the side of Laughdale. They took a chance, a very risky chance, and they got punished. They have buybacks, so I guess they wanted to just try this out. They don't really have the chance to TP if it was bottom, so they wanted to burst it. They thought probably GGK will wait for it to come on the other side. But since they had this vision, they knew Morphling went in there. They do have their buybacks. So buyback on the Husker, committed. They will try to delay this push. Lipenia is coming out, but Anti-Mage does not care. Has the frost shield. Tiny jumping into the backlines. BKB not clicked on the Husker. They're trying to burst him down before he can click anything. Doom on the backlines with the Doom on himself. Tiny will fall. Anti-Mage sticking pretty low. Has to be careful. Lich will be caught out, so he might drive for this. Oh, he is man fighting the Husker. Alright, Husker will take down the Lich. Meantime, Anti-Mage quite low, but has the Aegis. Has to be careful. Tiny did buy back for this. So they're just gonna go back to their base from Laughdale. Morphling also bought back. Nullifier on the Doom. Does not have Doom for 80 seconds. Aegis on Anti-Mage, so he might be okay with going for a play here. Doom has buyback, so he will be able to blink out. Saw the Tiny because of the sentry. They are smoked on the side of Laughdale. Want to make a play here. They catch this anti-mage. Might be good for them. Going for the Tormentor from GGK. Let's take a look at what these heroes have. Backpack the Butterfly. Aghanims. Go for Tiny now looking for a Hex. And Husker trying to go for the Shadow Blade. Shard goes to Tiny. Causes tree grab to have no charges. Increases damage dealt with 3 throws. Okay. No charges on tree grab, can just use it and throw at that phylactery damage. It's not going for the Kanda, interestingly. Anti-mage using the ninja gear to just move freely around the map. Being very cautious. Shard going to the Doom. Scorched Earth heals Doom and his control units. They are smoked now on GGK. Counter smoke on the side of Laughtail. Let's see which team will get the advantage. They know that anti-mage is there. Lich is walking here. They know all the spells of Ogre bouncing back, but Husker taking a lot of damage with that jump in. Now will be tossed and kept in place by the Tiny, who has the tree toss. Going for the plays on the backline. Timbersaw with the BKB looking to burst down these heroes. Their BKBs have run off, so now they're trying to fight anti-mage. Almost killed by the disruption, keeping him alive for now, but still has the ages, so he's going to be okay now. Doom buys back, wants to make a play here, stomps the anti-mage, wants to keep them in control, but he'll be able to blink here. But Husker is able to follow through with the dive from the ulti, so anti-mage is taken down for the second time. And finally, Laughtail able to make that work for themselves. But anti-mage does have buyback. And Doom committed his buyback. Buyback on the Timber. They're going to look for the tier 4s. They're going to look to force these buybacks. There is the disruption. Blink in from the Lich and the gaze onto the Husker. He will still commit his ulti. Husker does not have his BKB, so he cannot get out. He will be taken down by the Timbersaw along with the Mortar. No buybacks on them at all. Anti-mage looking to style on them. The team is falling. Laughtail has been team wiped for this push attempt. Mortar will buy back, wanting to defend her base, but all three of the cores do not have buybacks. They don't have buybacks. Why would they try to push this? Did they assume that anti-mage does not have buyback? Not sure, because after the gaze, the Husker jumped onto the Lich. Didn't really make sense there. Ogre will also be forced to buy back. Now both the supports have to defend, but how can they do it? Shadow Demon using his disruption on the illusions, creating multiple anti-mages. Looking to melt down these towers. 60 seconds on the Morphling. And the Husker and the Doom. How are they going to do it? The Hex onto the Ogre. He cannot survive through this. There is the Chain Frost. He is just trying to keep them in place with his blast, but GG is called. Laughtail will take the loss and GGK will take the victory. What a game from both teams. GGK versus Laughtail, two amazing teams in the tournament, so high performing, so much potential, gave us some really high quality Dota. We thought that, they were having a good lead on the side of Laughtail in the beginning, but obviously they had a plan. Like, obviously, Husker into Timbersaw, I don't know how that was supposed to work. But sure, they thought, okay, it's fine if in the beginning he's able to counter it. They went for the BKB Aghanim's. It worked for a while, but they couldn't end the game in time and really make those fights work because they had the saves on the side of GGK. So they were able to again turn the game back around in their favor. And Laughtail just couldn't make it happen for themselves and bring the game back into their control. They had a 13-game net worth lead, and that just swung out of their hands, and the victory was taken by GGK. So what amazing Dota, seriously. It has been awesome, guys. Watching this with you, casting it for you, and spectating it with you. So hope you enjoyed all these days of the tournament. We have been having this tournament from October 27 till now, and it has been a great spectacle. And kudos to Department of Youth Resources and Sports for conducting this for the entire Indian region, giving an opportunity to all these teams to come and showcase it. And I think the next set of games are going to be sometime in December. So stay tuned, subscribe to the channel if you want to see more of the Dota games, the finals and everything. But it's going to be a bit of a break till then. Let me just confirm with the admins. All right. Apparently, 3 teams have tied. So we will know more. So stay tuned, guys. Check out the Instagram pages, check out the announcement sections, and subscribe and like the video. Subscribe to the channel if you like the content, and stay tuned for more Dota. Hope you enjoyed it. And if you like me as a caster, as a streamer, anything, you can check out my channels as well. So we are done here, and we will see you next time whenever the announcements come out. So stay tuned and stay safe, and bye, guys.